CVN 78 aircraft carrier. Are you ready to set sail on the seas of modern naval warfare? Then let's take a closer look at the CVN 78 aircraft carrier, also known as the USS Gerald R. Ford. But how does it compare to its predecessors? And what challenges did it face during its development and testing phases? The USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, is an exceptional naval vessel and serves as the flagship of her class of United States naval aircraft carriers. Commissioned in 2017, this ship is named in honor of the 38th President of the United States, Gerald Ford, who served his country during World War II as a naval officer. President Ford had an impressive career in the United States Navy, which included combat service aboard the light aircraft carrier Monterey in the Pacific Theater. But how does the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, compare to other aircraft carriers in terms of size and technological advancements? Development. On September 10, 2008, the U.S. Navy signed a contract worth $5.1 billion with Northrop Grumman Shipbuilding in Newport News, Virginia, for the design and construction of a carrier. Northrop Grumman had already started the preliminary construction of the carrier in 2005 under a $2.7 billion contract. The carrier was built at the Huntington Ingalls Newport News shipbuilding facilities in Newport News, Virginia, which currently has a workforce of 19,000 employees. On November 14, 2009, the keel of the new warship was ceremoniously laid in Dry Dock 12 by Susan Ford Bales, the daughter of former U.S. President Gerald R. Ford. During her speech to the shipworkers and Department of Defense officials, Bales honored her father's legacy, stating that he had faced and overcome the daunting challenges of restoring trust in the presidency and healing the nation's wound after the Watergate scandal with complete honesty and integrity. The ship's crest was a collaborative effort between the ship's sponsor and the first commanding officer, Captain John F. Meyer. As of August 2011, the carrier was reported to be halfway complete in terms of its structural construction. By April 2012, the construction had progressed to 75% completion. On May 24, 2012, the vessel achieved a significant milestone when the lower bow was lifted into place, completing the construction up to the waterline. This was the 390th of the nearly 500 modular components that make up the vessel. According to a press release by Huntington Ingalls on November 8, 2012, the construction had reached 87% structural completion. As of December 19, 2012, the construction had advanced to 90% structural completion, with 446 of the almost 500 total structural lifts completed. On January 26, 2013, a ceremony was held to mark the landing of the island onto the aircraft carrier, which was a significant milestone in the construction process. Northrop Grumman commenced the construction of the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, on the 11th of August 2005, in a ceremony where a 15-ton plate was cut for a side shell unit of the carrier. The keel of the vessel was then laid down on 13 November 2009, marking a significant milestone in the construction process. On the 9th of November 2013, the ship was christened in a ceremony that was attended by dignitaries, naval personnel, and the general public. On May 7, 2013, the construction of the ship reached another milestone when the final superlift, one of the 162 modular components, was installed, completing the vessel structure 100%. As part of a long-standing Navy tradition, on July 11, 2013, a time capsule was welded into a small room just above the floor, containing items hand-picked by President Ford's daughter, Susan Ford Bales. These included Navy coins, sandstone from the White House, and aviator wings belonging to the first commanding officer of the ship. The construction of the Gerald R. Ford faced several production delays, causing the ship's launch date to be postponed from July 2013 to October 11, 2013, and the naming ceremony to November 9, 2013. On October 3, 2013, the ship had four 30-ton, 21-foot, 6.4-meter diameter bronze propellers installed, which took over 10 months to complete the installation of the underwater shafting. The ship's dry dock was flooded for the first time on October 11, 2013, to test various seawater-based systems. The ship was ultimately delivered to the Navy in February 2016. On November 9, 2013, Susan Ford Bales, daughter of President Gerald R. Ford, christened the ship with a bottle of American sparkling wine. By 2013, the construction costs of the ship were estimated to be $12.8 billion, 22% over the 2008 budget, in addition to $4.7 billion in research and development costs. Due to budgetary difficulties, Admiral Jonathan Greenert, the Chief of Naval Operations, warned that the ship's completion might be delayed by 2 years beyond 2016. The GAO reported that the Navy could meet the cost gap by accepting an incomplete ship at that cost. Launch. On May 31, 2017, Newport News Shipbuilding delivered the Gerald R. Ford to the U.S. Navy, and her status was changed to Special in Service. The Gerald R. Ford was formally commissioned into the United States Navy on July 22, 2017. On July 28, 2017, the Air Test and Evaluation Squadron 23, VX-23, performed the first arrested landing and catapult launch from the Gerald R. Ford in an FA-18F Super Hornet. During its development and testing phase, the ship faced various challenges, including significant problems with the operation of its weapons elevators, as reported in a GAO report in mid-2020. In early 2021, the DoD report stated that the ship was still not combat ready, citing ongoing issues with the electromagnetic aircraft launch systems, EMALS, designed to achieve 4,166 aircraft launches between operational mission failures. Instead, it went 181 launches between failures, which is well below the requirement. However, on March 20, 2021, Gerald R. Ford and the Italian aircraft carrier Cavour conducted Ready for Operations, RFO, by the Italian Navy while transiting the Atlantic Ocean. Rear Admiral James Downey described the ship as fully delivered in September 2022 and noted that it had met her initial operating capability. What makes it unique? The construction of the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, represents a significant milestone in the history of aircraft carriers. With a displacement of over 100,000 tons, she is the largest and most technologically advanced aircraft carrier ever built. This magnificent vessel boasts an array of state-of-the-art features, including an electromagnetic aircraft launch system, EMALS, and an advanced arresting gear system, AAG, which make launching and recovering aircraft safer and more efficient than ever before. The USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, is not just a powerful military asset, but also a symbol of American engineering and innovation. Her design and construction required the collaboration of thousands of skilled workers and engineers, who overcame numerous technical challenges to bring her to life. The USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, was commissioned to replace the decommissioned USS Enterprise, CVN 65, which had served in the United States Navy for over 51 years before ending its active service in December 2012. The carrier returned to Naval Station Norfolk on November 26, 2022, having completed her inaugural deployment to the Atlantic Ocean. What makes it significant? After years of construction, testing, and trials, the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, embarked on its maiden voyage on the 4th of October 2022, marking a significant milestone for the vessel and the United States Navy. The ship's first deployment is expected to take it to various parts of the world, where it will participate in various military operations and training exercises. As the lead ship of her class, the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78, sets the standard for future generations of aircraft carriers. With her cutting-edge technology and unparalleled capabilities, she is poised to serve as a vital component of the United States Navy for decades to come. The legacy of President Gerald Ford and his service to his country is embodied in this extraordinary vessel, which stands as a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the United States of America. The CVN 78 aircraft carrier marks a new era in the U.S. Navy's fleet, with advanced technology and capabilities that have never been seen before. With that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.